Championship. Rory McIlroy with the history already this week with animals. We've seen a driver head cover as a dog. He got to see one of the police dogs earlier this week. That dog is excited. He's like, that was Rory McIlroy.
Scooby-Doo. There you go. That'll work. Excellent start.
Torbjorn, that was a moment ago, and now Rory.
All right, 2 for 2.
They say black is slimming. I don't think Torbjorn needed the help. So many of these players nowadays in the gym following the lead of the great Hall of Famer, the Black Knight himself, Gary Player.
You know, you talk about the importance of getting in the gym and the training that they do to get their bodies in shape, but as well the conditioning for the gruel of walking these golf courses. This golf course is not an easy walk whatsoever. And by the way, regular play, week to week, there are no carts on this golf course. The cart that John Daly took early in the week was the first one that had been used for play in quite some time. As we take a peek at these tee shots, McIlroy has 186 remaining to the hole. And Torbjorn, 201 up the hill. Add another club and a half to that shot. And all of a sudden you've got a shot for McIlroy that's going to be playing right around 200. Torbjorn shade over 115. At 14th green, way up in your upper left-hand corner.
Straight in. It's into a hair off the right. You flight it properly. Really?
No, I think it'll carry at least 1 night.
I'm not keen on through. We're not going yet either. So.
No, just the way I feel
right
the
now,
wind.
I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
That's clear. That's clear. I'm not against it.
I've yet to hear a, I love that.
I'm waiting for him to say 15%.
He comes at it from a, I'm not against it. I'm not keen on that.
At some point, he's going to save him money on car insurance.
Whatever he's saying the right stuff.
Say it's like 5 wind.
The green just cleared. Most of that discussion was before it was actually his turn. It's now his turn, so the wind now matters.
Well, we're all anxious. Did he get the right club? Is it up on that tier?
It was for a second. It sounded like Torbjorn wanted to hit one more. And Gareth wasn't necessarily wrong, because if you fly it up there, it might have bounced over. But the player knows.
And many times.
The wind just completely switched.
Well, they were expecting that to happen as the afternoon approached.
Yeah, just like it gets up a little bit, like yeah, all right.
Is he going
to
to
save another life?
Save another buck. Can't touch the ball, but get something out of the way there. Sounded like for a second they talked about a hard something, and even he may have even had it in his hand there, but he put it back. And this is going to be the soft cut. Right at it, and it catches a piece.
That was the right decision.
Very similar to what it seemed like Torbjorn wanted to do. If you just listen to these guys, they'll tell you Torbjorn wanted to fade something in there.
Well, here's the look again, and I thought he started this a little bit to the right of where he wanted to, twisting it back to this hole location, and watch this grab just the right edge of the cup. One bounce, two bounces, now into a roll, and oh, just catches the low side of the hole. Fabulous play.
Well, unlucky that didn't go in. Well, what a shot. Just hit the little carver in there instead of the hard something. Hit the soft something. And now he'll get rewarded. Later this afternoon, final pairing of the day, 2:50 Eastern Time. We'll have it for you right here, our afternoon featured group. Brooks Koepka and this man, Jordan Spieth. He is the only player in the field that can complete the career Grand Slam this week, and he's second. The problem is he's 7 shots back. And one of the fans out there super torn for today's PGA Championship. Do we want Koepka to continue his robot-like play, or are you looking for Spieth? Apparently it wasn't robot-like. That looked like a robot to me.
Did to me.
Is there an emoji for quiet confidence?
Well, I think there's an interpretation. What I can tell you is that if you're Jordan Spieth, it's been a very, very trying time over the last year and change, and for him to be in this final pairing, though I know he's quite a ways back, to be in this final pairing, it's got to feel very, very good for him, particularly after playing that round that he played yesterday. I think a lot of eyes are going to be on, can Jordan continue that? Will he put some pressure on Brooks?
Jordan's third-round scoring average is among the worst on tour. It's his worst day in the midst of this, whatever you want to call it. Some will want to call it a slump. He hasn't had a top 20 finish this year. And when you're talking about Jordan Spieth, the former #1 player in the world, you know, look, if Tiger had to deal with hearing the S word all those years, I guess Jordan does too. By his terms, it's definitely a slump. What a week to play your way out of it. And then you get all the way up into second place in a major championship. Fantastic. But you draw this guy.
In his career, he was averaging right around $250,000 per tournament. He's played 12 tournaments this year. He's nowhere near that average. I think he's under, well, after last week, I think he's right around $400,000, $450,000 for this year. Not a Jordan Spieth like year.
Olesen with the flag stick in, long range for birdie. This green reading is presented by SoFi. He's on the white line, and now he's out of the box.
What's cool about that too, by the way, is to see how wide the line can be. You know, so many times people think that the line is maybe the width of the hole. That one there got to where it was probably a foot.
Yeah, the difference between the firm pace.
Yep,
and
the high
soft
line
pace.
and the low line. Yep.
Yeah. Tells you how tough it is to read putts.
And that's one of the reasons why, for me, I don't mind the green reading book, because I do think that there's just, you have choices. And are you able to match what you see in the break to the speed that's required on that particular break? I think that's a challenge no matter what.
All right, here we go. Another look. This green reading presented by SoFi. There's a firm left edge option apparently. Unfortunate.
It's got to be so frustrating. He hit the edge of the hole twice on that hole and walks away with a 4.
Same edge.
Yep.
Guys, just hold up now, please. Thank you. Wait there, guys. Thanks.
Well, it was a spectacular shot in there for Rory McIlroy. And now Olesen for his par.
Well, this will move to his right. Coming from a different angle, he can be a little firm with it. And too firm.
Ouch. A 3-putt bogey for Torbjorn Olesen. Back to even par for the day. 3 over for the week. 4 over is what made the cut. Another look at the putt from Rory McIlroy.
Well, it's down the hill, twisting to his left, and you can tell about a foot from the hole, he knew that his putt was low. That club right there, though better, still not making the putts that he expects to make and hitting the putts that keep his attention.
All right, they will move up the hill slightly and then play down the hill at the 16th.
Well, and this is, you know, anytime you're hitting tee shots that are going downhill, it shrinks the optics of the fairway, and that fairway looks a little bit narrow. And then once you get in the fairway, the green is sort of set at an angle. You can see the mouth of the green is coming in from the sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock time frame, so you can't really run this ball in through that mouth, even though you might think you could. The hole location in the back right portion of the green, it looks like a middle hole location, but you can see the arrows on that right-hand side. Those are the green running towards that back, and that will be a very firm part of the green. So that hole location is a little bit more on the closer to the right side than it would appear, just because of the firmness of the green and the slope of that particular edge coming off of the brow of the bunker.
Guys, could you turn your fucking phone off? Jesus Christ.
I apologize for that. I think you saw he's double pumped now. There's been a couple times whatever's going on just kept going on.
Well, and he regrouped nicely there. So easy to let those distractions interfere with your focus. This wind is going to change, and as it changes, completely alters the target that you take off this tee. The players in their practice rounds Monday through Wednesday would get out here and try to find the alternative targets.
Let's take a look at Top Tracer, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Okay.
2 in the fairway at 16 on a Sunsplash Saturday. Bethpage State Park. Not making a charge yet on moving day.